loaf has been sitting in the refrigerator for like 20 hours now, so I'm going to bake it. I have my pan preheating in the oven. I preheat to 450 degrees. I like to leave the pan in there for at least 30 minutes so that it gets really, really hot. I find, for me personally, the best method is baking in an enclosed pot. So a Dutch oven or a roasting pan with a lid. I'm using my Challenger bread pan, but any kind of pan that has a lid that is oven safe. I've tried lots of different methods, and that is always consistently the best method for me. So I preheat to 450 with the pan in the oven with the lid on. My loaf is cold straight out of the refrigerator. I don't let it sit out. I just go. I'm going to score the loaf with just a really sharp serrated knife. All of my bread loms are at work, and I just do like a really big kind of curved cut to try to get an ear on it. And then completely optional, but since I have room in my pan, I like to drop some ice cubes in. I find it just gives me a little bit more oven spring, but completely optional. Then we're going to put the lid on and let it go for like 30 minutes with the lid on, and then we'll pull the lid off. All right, I just pulled the lid off, and look at this ear. It is hilarious. It's so big. I'm not sure how well that's translating. I think I might have scored it a little too deep. I don't know that I've ever said that ear might be too big on my loaf, but I think maybe it is today. It might be a little difficult to cut, but oh well, it is gorgeous. So I'm gonna leave this in for maybe 20 more minutes to gain color on the crust. At this point, it's probably pretty close to being baked all the way through. If you're ever unsure, you can take a digital thermometer, just stick it right in the center of the loaf. We're looking for 200 degrees Fahrenheit. But usually at about the point where you pull the lid off, it's cooked through, and the rest of the baking time is just to gain color on the crust. I like to take mine pretty dark. You can keep yours a little lighter if you prefer that, however you like it. If you ask me what my favorite thing to bake is, I will always say bread. Bread is my absolute favorite thing to bake. It never gets old. I am ecstatic about it every time it comes out of the oven. Like, this brings me so much joy. It is so beautiful. It smells amazing. The hardest part of the process now is letting it cool before I slice it. It's so worth it to let it cool. It will have a much better texture. The flavor will keep developing. It's your bread. You do what you want, but I am going to let it cool. We're actually going to go see the new Wonka movie, and then I will slice into it and show you when I get back. But isn't she beautiful? And I love hearing the crackle as it cools. Can you hear it? Oh, it brings me so much joy. We're back from the movie. It was super cute, and the loaf has had time to cool, so I'm going to go ahead and slice it so we can see the inside. We'll just cut the little end off. Yum. It's so good. I haven't made sourdough at home in a really long time. The crust is really thin and crackly. That's why I like a higher hydration bread, because it gives you a thinner crust. You can find the full recipe by Googling Baker Betty Basic Sourdough Bread, and it will be all written out there nicely for you. Bye.